Happy New Year to you. Indeed, we are grateful to see the beginning of another year. We really thank God for the feat, the accomplishment, the successes, and all that we achieved last year. We return all glory to Him. I want to especially welcome you to this edition of our robust program known as Retirement Clues. I remain the host of this program, Mr. Chus Udu Okonta, and the publisher of Nigeria #1 Insurance and Pension News Online, known as eSpen Online. I want to say congratulations to you that you made it to the year 2024. We really give God the glory. Today we are starting on a very refreshed mood. Still passion in the fury of the celebration. We just thank God for everything, and with the topic we want to look at today says how to manage retirement risk in 2024. As the year is just beginning, it is good we laid good foundation for this year. And that is why we are coming with this topic today, how to manage retirement risk in 2024. That is what we want to discuss today. But before we go into the discussion, just as we normally do, let's just serve you with updates within the retirement space. The information that we obtained from the National Pension Commission states that as at October last year, the pension fund operators, they have staked over 1.69 trillion in the banking sector, through commercial papers and every other investment that they have made so far. And if you look at it, that is really good, because the money will trickle down to the real sector where people take them as facilities to run their business. Then the second update we have, we see within the pension space too. According to what the pension operators said this year, there are a lot of things will really happen within the contributory pension space. And one of them that we are looking at, that will really help impact the life of people within the informal sector, is the plans that they have to actually expand the micro pension plans. There are plans to actually make it robust, to bring in new things, so that people that are within that space will have a lot of things to add to the benefits that they're already getting. And one of those things that they want to bring in is health insurance, which they are already working towards, and even microfinance too, that is microcredit. They are even trying to bring microcredit into it, so that it's not just about collecting. There will be facility for those in the informal sector, for them to access little money that will help them boost their business, and in return they will have something to contribute. These are many other things are what that is the pension fund operators are looking at, together with the National Pension Commission, to really expand the frontier of the micro pension plan. Now, these are just the updates that we have for you today. Let's just go into our discussions. Say the topic we want to look at says how to manage retirement risk in 2024. Indeed, retirement risk is one thing that many people don't even consider. They don't even look at it. They will just they will as the new year has begun now, they will just begin with their job. They are resume, and they are not even knowing that as you are resuming this year now, this January, you are approaching your retirement. Some people, retirement will just catch them up unawares. They are unprepared. Before they know, they are just their company is just planning their retirement party for them. And it is then they begin to think, what should I do? What should I do in retirement? What is that? What business can I start now? I'm still very young. My children are still in school. I can't just go home and stay and say I'm a retiree. What should I? And at that point, it's always very difficult for them to find something to do. And even in that line too, many of them, the little money that they collected, while they exited their organization, they carried the money and burnt the money, because the business that they just hear that somebody is doing, they will not do feasibility study. They don't know how the business is, because they just have the cash. They just take the money and put the money in the business. Within a space of 6 months, the whole money is gone, business is closed down. That is why it is very, very important, as you are entering into the year, you just have to look at those retirement risks. Though the risk, you may think that they are far, but they are very, very close. They are very, very close. They are very, very, very close. And if you didn't plan to tackle them now, it will be very difficult for you to tackle them at the time that your organization say, oh, bye-bye, your services are not that required again. That is why we are highlighting it, and we are going to identify those risks and how you are going to manage them this year. A time of retirement is not a time that somebody should carry much risk, and that is why this is the time now you just have to plan towards those risks. You ward against those risks. You have to do whatever you need to do, so that time that you retire, it will not be a time for you to be fighting against risk. It is the time that the foundation that you have laid, the plans that you have made in the past, they should help you, to combat, to fight those risks that will come in retirement. Let's just highlight on how you should, fight this risk, how you should manage this risk before the time of retirement. One of the means of managing retirement risk is ensuring that you show greater concern, most especially in the new year. Show greater concern to anything that has to do with retirement. Don't just, in this program we always say that your retirement is your dinner, while the salary you earn is your breakfast. You must show more emphasis, give priority to your retirement. How do you manage retirement risk? One of the means to managing retirement risk is for you to show greater concern to anything that has to do with retirement. Don't just take a blind eye on retirement. Open your eye and look at, know that a day is coming when you will not resume in that office again. And in showing that greater concern, it requires, number one, that if you have not embraced any of the structures, either like contributory pension scheme or micro pension plan, you should embrace it this January. You are working in an organization, your organization has not enlisted you on contributory pension scheme. Make sure that you are enlisted this year. Or you that is doing your own personal business, you have not thought of planning through the micro pension plan. Try as much as possible to reach out to your PFA and have a plan. That is how you show concern. And as you embrace it, you make sure you follow up your contributions, both in the micro and the contributory pension scheme. Follow up your contributions. Know what you have in your RSA is very, 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 very important. Having done that, you need to ward out risk, like most especially those in the informal sector. How do you ward out risk? You ward out risk through the instrumentality of insurance. Buy insurance product that will save you from spending money from your pocket. Is very, 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 very necessary. Everything that you need to protect them through the insurance mechanism. That is like the general insurance. Then for savings again, to actually mitigate the risk in the future, embrace life-saving products that are offered by life insurance. There are a lot of things that you can do. They have endowment, they have annuity, they have different type of saving products. Make sure that you embrace them to save money towards retirement. Is very, very necessary. Then while you are doing this, the little money you still have, try as much as possible to start a business. It is very, very, we actually emphasize this. Try to have a business, a small business that you can run, even if it's a consulting business or it's a business that has to do with buying and selling, but make sure that you have a business by the side and you begin to grow it little by little, that even at the time that you retire, you can retire into that business. It's very, very necessary that you have a business. If you don't have a business, plan a business. Plan having a business this year. It's very, very good. Another way to manage retirement risk is for you to invest in sector like real sector. That is the real estate sector. Is very, very important. But if you don't have a land by now, try to buy land. You don't have a house, buy land first and begin to see if you can build. But if you have enough money to buy a house. It's very, very necessary, because in retirement, no matter the amount you earn, even with all this inflation, you paying rent, it will be very, very difficult for you to cope in retirement. Make sure that you invest, buy landed properties. You have money, buy houses, build shops that you can let out, build houses that you can let out. All this will really help you in the time of retirement. You have opportunity, you have friends, brothers abroad. You can still invest in foreign assets, foreign portfolio. You can invest in foreign organizations. All of them are very good way of saving towards the future. Another thing that we want to say that you can still use to manage retirement risk is for you to acquire new skill in this new year. Acquire new skill. That thing that you are planning to retire into, begin to develop yourself along that line, so that when you retire, you will just see yourself doing it with ease. It's not at the point of retirement you begin to learn new skills. Develop yourself and acquire new skills. Very, very necessary. Then the next one is that try as much as possible to cultivate healthy lifestyle, because in retirement, as you are aging, it will be too bad that now that you are very active, you have already built in things that will affect you at old age by living a careless life. You should be careful of what you eat, what you drink. You don't smoke, don't womanize. Plan your life very well. Live a godly life. That is just it. A life that will not bring problem for you tomorrow is very, very necessary. That, because when you plan your life now, it will help you to ward away those risks that are associated with careless living. You will not experience it. Then the last one I want to say, fear God. Fear God is very, very necessary, because your life is in your hand. Is in the hand of God. That retirement that you are anticipating, it's only God that can keep you alive to actually see that retirement, and for you to live in that time that the life you expected in retirement. You need to fear God. Just tie it to what we have said. Cultivate a healthy lifestyle is very, very necessary, and we believe that when you do all this, you see, you in retirement, you'll be smiling instead of agonizing. I pray you will not agonize in retirement. We want to stop here, but make sure that all these things that we have highlighted there, you follow them up, so that you'll be able to manage the risk that will come, risks that are associated with retirement. We want to stop here. In case you have any inquiry to make, our numbers are open: 08054269557 and 07033253527, and our email address is eastpenonline@gmail.com. Please, want to beg of you, in the spirit of celebration, help us share this podcast. You may be helping somebody to manage his or her retirement risk. God bless you as we come again your way in the future. Remain blessed.